I completed my challenge and reached my goal. Sort of. Let me explain. Hi, I'm Mia. I'm a fangirl content creator, and I'm on a mission to go to a concert for free by December 31st. If you're new, make sure to watch the first few videos in this series. They'll help explain who I am, what I'm doing, and I'll get you ready for this one, which is definitely the biggest news yet. So, I did it. I got free entry into the Molly Ringwalds concert. I got to go backstage, I got to interview the band and hang out with them, and I got to watch the show from the side of the stage. Literally one of the coolest things to ever happen to me. I'm still not over the fact that I got to do that. I got an all access pass to the entire venue. So, how did I do it? Well, the band and I agreed that I would come, get some behind the scenes footage, do an interview, and make content that provides both publicity for the band as well as content for myself and my pages. In order for me to do that, they provided myself and my assistant with free entry into the venue. However, I had already bought tickets to the show. So once we agreed that I would be getting free entry, I just thought I could return the tickets or sell them to somebody else. Well, my lovely little friend Ticketmaster did not have the option to refund or return the tickets. And because it was, what's it called? Because it was such short notice, I could not for the life of me find somebody to take the tickets off my hands. Everyone that I asked was either busy, out of town, or couldn't find childcare. So I did in fact eat the costs of those tickets, which is totally fine. It was 100% worth it. But it does kind of put me in a sticky situation in terms of my challenge. I did technically get free entry into a concert, but I didn't exactly get to use it because I paid for the tickets. Does that make sense? Basically, I completed the challenge and I reached my goal, but I don't want to finish my challenge on a technicality. So I'm going to keep going. But first, I want to tell you about this because it was literally one of the coolest things I've ever done. Like I said, I got an all access pass, so I was able to go pretty much anywhere in the venue and get behind the scenes footage, watch the band do sound check, and don't worry, I did in fact vlog it all. Obviously, the concert was the main event of the night, but for me, the main event was interviewing the band. I'm starting a new series called Let's Give It a Whirl, WRL. This way? WRL? I don't know which way it's going to be. WRL, where I ask people what they're watching, what they're reading, and what they're listening to. And I was so excited to start off my series with the Molly Ringwalds. The thing about questions like that is, even if you have the set questions that you're going to ask, you're going to end up talking about other things as well. There are going to be follow-up questions, or sometimes you just get into a conversation, which is really great for me because I was really, really nervous. Like, I was so nervous, but they were so sweet and kind and funny, and I had a really great time. Also, they were kind of impressed with my taste in music, which is literally the best compliment. Thank you to my mother for introducing me to Billy Joel at such a young age and encouraging my love for him. After the interviews, we got to hang out with the band while they got ready to go on stage. We were listening to music and talking and laughing, and it was really awesome as a fan who has seen them perform multiple times to see more of their actual personalities. These guys are hilarious, and honestly, they are like themselves on stage. But when you're on stage, you don't always hear the little side conversations or the quips, the laughs. And so that might have been my favorite part, getting to see how they interact with each other just as friends, as people who spend a lot of time with each other and enjoy each other's company. So after hanging out with them and doing the interviews, it was time for them to go on stage. And they told me that one of the best places for me to be was the side of the stage. While the audio might not be great and you can't exactly see everything, it's a really cool place to watch the show. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes in any show, and it was really cool to get to witness that. The only shows I've ever been backstage for have been shows I've done in school, which is still cool, but this was a professional show. So the quality of everything was a lot higher. And me, as a performance nerd, a music nerd, just a fangirl, I will never forget it. I also brought along my handy dandy Canon T5i, which is a kind of old camera but still a professional camera, and tried my hand at concert photography for the first time. Now, if you know anything about concert photography or photography in general, shooting in such low lighting is really, really hard, but I'm pretty happy with the way a lot of my pictures turned out. And like I said, this was the first time I've ever photographed a concert, but I loved it and would love to do it again. So all of that to say, I had an amazing time, and I'm so grateful to the Molly Ringwalds for letting me do this and giving me this opportunity, and for giving myself and my assistant free entry into the show, even if we didn't technically get to use it. I genuinely can't believe it. Like, every time I really sit and think about it, I'm just completely flabbergasted. Is that the right word? I don't know, but it was fun to say. I'm completely in shock. I truly can't wrap my brain around the fact that I actually got to do that. I've been thinking about this for years now. When I started my social media, it was because of my mom. I was talking to her like I do literally all of the time, and I was saying that I had seen some people on social media, namely Addison Brienne, that got to interview celebrities from their favorite TV shows, things like that. And I told my mom, I was like, I would love to do that. That literally is the dream. And she just looks at me and goes, okay, then do it. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? No. She saw that I wanted to do this. She saw no harm in it. And so she really just pushed me to do it. And literally that night, I sat down and I said, okay, I'm going to do it.
I went into the Disney Channel building and I sat down with the president of Disney Channel and I said, I want to make history. And that's what this is.
I'm going to make content about the things that I fangirl over because it's fun. And now I'm getting to interview people. Literally so crazy. So this is your sign. I'm not saying that you're going to get to interview people and go backstage at a concert, but I am saying that it's possible. This also taught me a lesson: never hurts to ask. I haven't completely learned that lesson because I am still very anxious to ask strangers, like a band, for opportunities like this. But it's very reassuring that I did it, and not only did nothing bad happen, something really, really awesome happened. So anyway, if you can't tell, I'm freaking out about this. I'm not over it. I will never be over it, but I am excited to see what else I can do. So make sure you subscribe to see what we do next, and drop in the comments if you have any ideas. Thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, for being here, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.